Alright, so let's pick up from here. So you had a total of $300 spent shopping, and you spent $224 on clothes. And you wanted to spend the rest of your money on sale for $15 each on video games. What is the maximum? So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna set up an inequality. So I'm gonna set up this inequality. So I can't spend more. So I have to spend less than or equal to my total, which is here. My total. Right? That's a big hint. So I can't spend more than $300. I've already spent $224 and $15 each. And this right here tells us how many video games. Amount of video games. That's my X. So X equals number of, I'll put V.G for video games. Alright, so video games. So 15X. So let me just move that over because that's going to get... Alright, so let's go ahead and solve this. So, minus 224. So I'll be left with 15x is less than or equal to 300 minus 224, 76. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky. And maybe you guys don't, because this doesn't come out nice, but that's okay. So I divide by 15, So x equals, or x is less than or equal to 76 over 15. So let's see how many times 15 goes into. So 76. And 15 times 5 equals 75. So x is less than or equal to 5 and 1/15. So the maximum I can buy is 5. Here's my answer. Maximum I could buy is 5. So that was a long answer. And you could just guess and check, right? That's one way you could do this. Solve and graph the inequality. So, again, let me make a line down the middle. So let's solve this for x. I need to get this guy alone. X. So my steps are as follows. Minus 4, minus 4. Recopy your whole inequality. So 6 and then 6x. And I'm going to then divide by 6. X is greater than or equal to 1. Now, for the graph. Draw your number line, and then 0, 1, negative 1. So if you write this out, this is x. X is greater than or equal to 1. So, x is greater than or equal to 1. All the numbers bigger than 1. There it is. Closed circle because it's greater than or equal to. Solve and graph the inequality. Alright, this one's a little bit harder. So, let's do this. So those are my two sides of the inequality. So, first step, add 4. So, recopy. Negative 3x is less than 12. Now, I have to get x alone. So, I need to divide by what's in front, which is negative 3. So, let me erase this line here. And you need to remember something. What happens when I divide by a negative? So, let's rewrite everything first. So, x, and this becomes negative 4. And what happens to this inequality when I divide by a negative? Well, it switches places. Just like that. So now I have x is greater than negative 4. So, make my number line. X is greater than negative 4. All the numbers bigger. Okay? Just remember, we switch our sign, our inequality sign, when we divide or multiply by a negative. Alright? So next one. Alright, so this was something we just went over. A tutor receives $90 for teaching 2 classes. Important. A 10% raise. How much does the tutor earn in dollars per class after the raise? So, first, find out price for one class. So that would be by doing this. 90 divided by 2. Right? If it's 90 for 2, we just do that. So my price will be $45. Not bad. That's about what you earn. So that's for one. $45 for one class. Okay? So now, step 2. Calculate the raise. How do we do that? Well, I'm going to change my 10% into a decimal. So it equals 0.10. And now multiply. So I multiply my 45 times 0.10. Okay? Well, if you do that out, which I'll do it for you because we might be a little rusty, this becomes this. 5, 4, and there's one number. One number after the decimal place, right there, which I highlighted. So all I do is I move over 1 here, and I put my decimal place right there. So my answer is, this equals 45 times 0.1 is 4.5. Now, a lot of us think that we're done here, but it asks after the raise. So after the raise. So I have to do this. 45 plus 4.5, which equals 49 9.5. Okay? So that's my answer. I'll box it in. So this one is just a problem that I would like you guys to look at. Actually, let me pause it. Actually, I'll cover this on another section.